Yo, what's up? This is Mitekiss. I've compiled a list of what I think are the best piano VSTs and libraries for drum and bass, particularly liquid. I'm looking for pianos with a little bit of texture on the slightly soft side, dynamic, and also sitting nicely in the mix of a drum and bass tune. Save yourselves hours of downloading crap plugins and that, and have a look at this list. I'm in Cubase 10.5, let's jump in. Just a quick note, if you use a MIDI keyboard like me, I would really recommend getting a foot pedal for those realistic sounding pianos. This allows you to sustain and gets as close as you can to a real piano without having a real piano. Highly recommended, about £10 usually, if that. Let's get on with the list. Right, so I've got a really simple drum loop here. This is just gonna help to hear how the piano sounds against it. And I've got the same chord progression across all of my different pianos, exactly the same. MIDI, varying velocities. Let's start with the first piano. What have we got? So first up, Spitfire. This is called Soft Piano, it's free. It is recorded on a dry stage at Air Adele Studios in London. Lots of information here. This is from Spitfire Audio. If you ain't heard of their lab series, definitely go check it out because it is pretty amazing and it's free. Let's hear what the piano sounds like on its own. Straight away off the bat, this is really nice. You've got, it's quite a minimal UI and, you know, I'm a fan of those, but I'm not a fan of them when they don't actually tell you what the buttons do. And this one, there's no labels even on hover, which I find a little bit annoying. If you click this, it does tell you that it's doing reverb, but that's about it. So you've got reverb. This red one, modulation wheel. And then volume. That's all, that's your lot. That is your lot. So this is as it comes without any compression, any EQ or anything like this, just as it is. So let's play it with some drums. Sounds quite nice in the mix. So that is Spitfire Soft Piano. It used to be called Felt Piano, I believe, but they upgraded it, changed the name. Moving on to our second in the list. This is the Noir Felt Piano from Native Instruments. It's £129, slightly different. Niles Fromm's concert grand, meticulously sampled in a legendary space. It's felt, it's dampened, look how many microphones they use, that tells you a lot. 130 quid though. So you've got to be sure. And it's 16 gig. So, I mean, 10 years ago that was huge, wasn't it? But these days, you know, you can stick that on a fucking USB stick, a small USB stick. Let's have a listen to what it sounds like off the bat. Instantly, you can hear the depth. You've got some basic controls here on the front. Got reverb. We've got dynamic, which is a nice touch, because that's effectively... In fact, sorry, before I play these, let's hear it in the mix. Sounding nice. You've got dynamic here, which is effectively compression one way, and less compression the other. You have colour, which is effectively brightness, crisper, the more up we go. It's nice to have that control. And then we got soft. And tonal shift effectively is speeding up and slowing down the sample actually. So when you slow it down, you get a really felty sounding noise. Oh, sorry. Other way around. Less attack when we go up. So that sounds really nice. Right, you've also got some additional parameters up here. We've got anatomy, let release samples, resonance, noises. Oh, we like noise. Let's turn these on. We can hear that. We can hear the fill. We've got pedal. Tone, tonal depth, we've got some settings there, tuning, etc. You've also got effects, so you've got EQ if you wanted to EQ in here. Transient, which is cool. Compression, stereo image. I'd always be careful with that, with these types of pianos. Noise, I think this is room noise. Yeah, look, a microphone noise maybe, like different types of mics. That's quite a nice touch. Vintage hiss. And the pianist, look, oh, nice. So, as you can hear, you can get a very nice piano out of this one. Right, moving on. Next up, we are back with Spitfire. This is called the Glass Piano. It's another free download. It's recorded at Philip Glass's house in New York. Definitely worth checking out. Let's have a little play and see how it sounds on its own. Same settings as the previous. You do have tightness now. So not as soft as the previous. But with a lot of these, depending on how softly the velocity is, softly you play the piano itself. For example, you get a softer feel. So, but I want to keep the velocities all the same across them, so you kind of get a general feeling. A little bit more positive, though, I suppose. You could say this piano is feels a bit more positive, a bit more upbeat. A very nice addition, nonetheless. Right, let's move on. One of my favourites here. This is Alicia's Keys by Alicia Keys. It is her piano, 17 gigs of samples. Look at that, 12 velocity layers per key. It's quite old actually, this one now, but very good. What I like about this one is you can put the mic behind the piano or in front of the piano. 6.9 gigs, so not as big as the Noir, but still a sizable amount. And it is a contact library. Again, you can just use contact player. Let's hear what it sounds like on its own. And from memory, this one is really, really sensitive, depending on how you play it. So velocity makes a big difference. What else have we got? So presets, you got some nice presets. Well, let's look at what. These are all reverb, convolution reverb studio. And here we go, look, position, artist, or audience. I like that touch. There's a lot of pedal noise. Can we reduce that? Mechanical key noise, pedal up, pedal down. There we go. We can adjust that. Microphone noise. I like microphone noise. Resonance, nice. Finger attack, key release, velocity curve. Some good settings here. Stereo image. Digital ambience. I'm assuming that's like a reverb. In the mix. A really nice piano, a really nice piano. Did I touch upon price? I'm not sure I did. This one is £89, so less than the Noir, probably less variation to it, I guess, but it is definitely worth checking out. And you remember what I was saying about sustain pedal earlier? I can't get my words out. It makes a big difference. I'm going to press I'll play a chord, and now with the sustain pedal. Hands off now, my feet's down, my foot's down, and look how nice that sounds when you hold it. So Alicia Keys is definitely worth looking at. Right, next in my list is, we are back. We are back to paid Spitfire now, no longer on the freebies. Originals felt £29. I think this used to be called Simcock. It used to be about 79. I can't find that old version. I've got that as well, but I think this is the new replica or the new version of it. It's only 3 gigabytes, but again, pedal control on all of these, so bear that in mind. 29 quid, let's see how it sounds. You get the more advanced player. It's not a contact library, it's their own VST, which is pretty cool, as you can see. Let's make it a bit smaller. Straight away, very felty. What we got here, reverb. Bit more control here, look, sustain, release. Pedal noise. We like pedal noise. And then what we've got here, condenser mic. So that's probably going to load more samples. Yeah, you can see that there, the memory's going up. It's going to make it sound closer to us. Yeah, it's good. I like it. And there's a bunch of presets here, like you can see here. I won't go through them all, like I say, but enough to get you started. What's it like in the mix is the question. Really nice. River mic. Much more rounded with just the ribbon, actually. Really nice, again, really nice piano. For £29, you can't go wrong with that one. Right, coming up next is... I'd probably say my favourite. This is by Felt Instruments and it's called the Lekko. It's £49, as you can see. Love the interface, love the design, but more importantly, I love the actual sound. These guys, I believe, record to tape to give it that feel, that texture, which I think makes such a difference. And the mics they use and stuff, it's really important. I won't jump on their website and have a read because it's all here. There's a lot of information. It's 7.12 gig. Let's hear what it sounds like out the box. Beautiful. And so we've got the same echo type, reverb types. High pass for the effects, which are these. So just general noise. I need to turn this down a bit, don't I? Player noise. Pedal noise, and then we can high pass those, can we? Yeah. Bit of echo. Oh, absolutely love this. There's quite a bit of resonance in this one, so you would need to do a bit of EQ work. There is an EQ in it, actually. Here we go. Look, we can add some air. Preamp. Three different reverb types. There's also a bunch of different kind of variations of the sample. So if you click like Sunrise, for example, it's almost like a pad from memory. It's absolutely beautiful. You can hear that. It's quite quiet. It's like a slowed down piano. Look, you've got to start using the keyboard to make some of these triggers work. But how nice is that? Right, we're going off track. Anyway, that's one of my favourites. They do a bunch of other instruments. You should definitely check those guys out. Right. Next, back to Spitfire. This one is called the Cinematic Soft. It's a Yamaha U3 and it's got a bunch of presets from memory. Let's load it up and play it off the bat. Same interface as the previous, £29. The difference with this one, as you can see here, we've got a close mic There's a valve, I think they're valve, yeah, here we go, look, trio of valve microphones. And then it's got this pad feature, which makes it sound beautiful, look. Very liquidy, for want of a better word. In the mix. How nice is that? So if you want one of them kind of pianos that just rolls, those pads just kind of roll over each other and create this atmosphere vibe, which is really good for that type of liquid. I think I might actually make a tuner, you know. There's 5 different presets, different mic positions and stuff. I won't load those all up, but they're my kind of 6 favourite soft liquidy pianos, if you like. I've got one bonus one down here. It comes with Cubase, right? It's HALion Sonic SE, which is free, but the libraries are not free. So you get it free with Cubase, and it comes with a few libraries. I do think it works with any DAW. I think, not entirely sure on that, but I know you need to buy the library separately. There's this piano on here called Film. And it's like split with some strings, but I noticed like if you bring down, there's loads of pianos on here, look, absolutely loads of them. They're not always the best, to be honest, but this particular one, if you bring down the string mix, here we go, and then turn off that delay, get the piano cut off down, a little bit of chorus. Right, now let's slowly bring back it's quite a nice sound. Lots of effects as usual. Some nice options. And so, you know, if you don't want to spend any money and you're looking for a half decent free one, this one is not, again, velocity sensitive. It's not awful. I wouldn't put it at the top of my list, but it's nice to have anyway. So hopefully there's a bunch of pianos there for you guys to check out. Hopefully you enjoyed some of them. If there's any major ones that I missed out, obviously do let me know in the comments below. I love to find new pianos to use. I will link to all of these pianos in the description below. If you want me to make some more of these videos, please do like, subscribe and all the rest of that. Until next time, peace.